Teaching for 17 years.
I've been an educator now for 14 years.
This is my 8th year.
This is my 19th year.
I believe this is my 7th year teaching.
How many years have I been an educator? I have been teaching now 21 years.
Are you currently enjoying the state of the job?
Yes, now I am currently enjoying the state of the job since we have a new administration.
I enjoy what I do. There are some parts of it that I do not enjoy. I feel like there's a little micromanaging going on.
Not so much.
I'll be in education probably my entire career.
You know, being a teacher is part of who I am, and so whatever I do, I'm teaching.
I love my profession, and I think it's very rewarding most of the time.
The ups and downs even, and the excitement of doing something that's purposeful in life. That's, it's a job that there's a definite meaning to it. If I was a marketer or if I was something like that, I think it would be hard for myself to feel that that's very, very purposeful.
You know what, the students are my entertainment as much as I am theirs. They don't realize that, but that's what makes the job fun, is that they're so unpredictable on a daily basis that there's nothing routine and boring about the day.
Tried to do my best as I was capable of doing then, and I think, as time went on, definitely developed, more ability as well as learning the ropes on what it actually takes to really, really do a very involved job. There's a lot.
All of which, the trend in today's society is to blame the teacher for the lack in education. And there are obstacles that we can't, given the parameters of our job, fix that we're still held accountable for.
There are directives from the Chicago Public Schools on how many minutes should be taught for science and social studies and reading and math, and that's probably very frustrating.
The biggest challenge we've had is technology. Everyone wants things to be cutting edge. Even the way we're evaluated is on whether or not the students are using technology, but we don't have the technology here. And most public schools don't. So every kid doesn't have an iPad or a tablet. We don't have laptop cards for every room. And yet I'm evaluated on whether or not they're using technology, yet I have no technology to work with.
It being 2015 and, the inception of home computers and then the evolution of laptops, the cost of those things are things that should be put at a premium when it comes to budgeting for schools. You can't have people fighting wars with, tools from thousands and thousands of years ago. If you're going to truly level the playing field of educational opportunities, you have to give everyone the same implements and same tools to attempt to succeed with. It should be an even level playing field. There's no reason why, Whitney Young or Northside College Prep should have more access to resources than Inglewood, because to me it's just not fair. School should be an equitable system. It shouldn't be one in which we say certain people deserve more than others, and I think that has lasting ramifications on kids. When you see that I get less because I may have come from a family that's more disadvantaged, it probably stifles your aspirations in life. You can't see past the inequity. You can't see past the unfairness.
Whereas with teaching, we're expected to perform miracles with very little resources, and we should be the ones that compensate for that. It's not explicitly stated, it's just implied.
The administration completely sets the tone on those things. If they value it, they put aside money for it. If they don't, it's pretty obvious, and then usually just because you feel guilty, you do it for the kids. 9 times out of 10, the stuff that is coming into the classroom is paid for by the teacher because they want to bring it to the kids. And then they have to try and then sell it to the administration that it was worth it. And sometimes the admin reimburses them, sometimes they say no.
I sat down and I thought about what are all the things that I would spend in a year, or even just this year. And it's like sanitizer, tissue, paper towels, disinfectant spray. We do a cooking class, so we need utensils, we need whatever the ingredients are for that. So that kind of stuff I can't get reimbursed from that because it's not a textbook or it's not notebook paper or pencils. But these are the materials my students need.
Certain administrations have different takes on what you'll be compensated for. So for example, Like if you need supplemental materials, if you need to go to a training session, for example, I taught, before I taught AP World History, I had to go and go to training. I had to pay for that out of my pocket first, and then they would reimburse you. Now that's several $100s that you're hoping will come back to you someday. For example, if you're doing something in the fall, you wouldn't probably see compensation from that until December or January, even if you did it back in August or September. So you're waiting a significant amount of time for something that you did months ago.
We don't even ask administration, and if I do ask administration, it's like we're gonna give something up and say, can we replace this with this?
Every year the CPS does a lot, roughly 100. I think now it's $200 for teacher supplies, and at the high school level, it's not as significant.
Is that 250 gone, or do you still?
Of course. It's gone the first month.
It's gone the first month?
I would say on the average, I would say either, like $100 to $150 per year from out of my pocket.
And we're basically being told, well, you're the one who decided to spend that money.
I think it's normal. I think it is also alarming. I think it is unfair and unconscionable to expect the employee to provide the resources for the job.
I think when I think about it as that total, I'm like, wow. But, I feel like it's a lot. But I think since it's like $60 on books and $30 here and $40, I don't think that it seems like a lot of money, but I think that that's a lot.
So it's money well spent, it's money that you need to spend, and it's fine. It comes with the territory, it comes with the job.
Yeah, it's normal for me. It's the only career I've ever had. I mean, I've always invested. It's all up to the teacher, and anyone who enters this profession has to think about taking a portion of their salary and investing it yearly.
If you're a first-year teacher, just this is a challenging job. You'll learn very quickly if it's for you or not. And money is something that comes and goes. We can't look at it like it's a scoreboard where you're saying, oh, I spent this, I spent this, I spent that. It's not about that.